Hey guys! So it's actually been a couple days since I've been able to properly do Vlogmas, but tonight I am really hoping that I can sort through everything and provide a time bubble of adventures from the past for you guys for yesterday, which you'll know by now because you'd be watching this video after it. But in case I didn't explain it, the reason there was a gap in time and the reason there was a time bubble is because I actually got terribly sick with a very bad throat infection, very unhappy tonsils that felt like having a couple grapefruit in my throat. Luckily, we were able to get some antibiotics almost instantly. I have been on a day and a half's worth of a dose, and I have gone from feeling a -7 in pain and energy to pretty stable 4 to 6 most of the time. So there's just a lesson in making sure that you hopefully are able to cover yourself when you are traveling and you need medication fast. And remember how anxious I was and how I kept checking that ginormous list of everything to pack and then packing like way more than I needed. It's still only 3 small bags, so we can carry all of it, which is fantastic. We didn't have to check a bag. But on the flight, I felt so ridiculous for having packed so much, and I felt like I let my anxiety win by having 3 bags, even though I'm bringing like recording equipment, enough stuff to be away from my home for 20 days. I was bringing some presents for people. I was being too hard on myself, and I am happy to report that sometimes, as Chips pointed out when I was being kind of rough on myself for feeling so anxious, it's really useful to be prepared for things that you may not expect, like getting really sick. Thankfully, we had all of the medication on hand as a result. I had enough to any ache and pain that I had enough medicine to take care of myself. And I just wanted to kind of give a little shout out if you're also very anxious like I am and you overpack sometimes, like make sure you keep it reasonable. But sometimes there's a reason that your mind thought about the scenario that could happen. But I'm feeling so much better now, and I am so excited to go see my family again. I'm actually at my friend's house at the moment. We are still visiting with them. It was very silly because we got into town. I said hello to my parents after the big 2-hour drive. We visited for a couple hours, and then we came over here to go to sleep. And I've been in this bed since then. I got so sick, I just passed out, and I had to message my parents, who are just like 5 minutes that way. But because my mom isn't mobile, they can't come visit me. Plus it's like my friend's house. But I had to message them and I'd be like, I swear I want to see you guys. Just, I can't even get out of bed right now. I'm so sorry. They were so totally understanding. And my dad actually said that he's super excited because right now he has been transforming their entire house into a true winter wonderland. Chips and I put up like 2 or 3 decorations, just like little figurines that had been given to us for Christmas gifts this year, and I thought we had decorated adequately for the season. But you guys, when you see what my father has done to the house, it's so beautiful. He has hung glittering ornaments, twinkling ornaments, like our theme of the month, twinkling ornaments from the ceiling. You walk through and the entire house is just a wonderland of Christmas and of memories. We found in the just couple hours we got to visit with them things that I had crafted as a child in elementary school for Christmas decorations. We found things that my grandmother had made, that my great-grandmother had made, things I didn't know even existed, things my mom made back when she was much younger and healthier, and she could really craft those sort of detailed things. And especially as she has gotten older and her health has become so bad, it was really surreal holding up one of the ornaments that my father showed me. That was a cloth ornament that had been scrunched real tight and was covered in tiny intricate stitches. And it meant so much to me to hold that and think of a time when my mom could do those tiny little details and stitches, and to see it held up almost with more reverence now because she doesn't have those skills and she probably won't ever get them back, of being able to do that kind of slow, steady-handed detail needlework. And she's not old, she's only in her like, okay, I probably shouldn't say, but she's not old. I probably shouldn't say how old she is. I'm 31. They had me at what was a fairly reasonable mid-20s time for a young couple back then, married for a couple of years to start having kids in the culture that they were part of. So yeah, I'm 30, almost 31, and she's not old. She's not double my age. but that's as far as I'll say. And then, so for me, whenever I visit my parents, it's always a great reminder, not of like sad things, but to appreciate the abilities that you have now and to try to take care of your health, because you don't know what could happen. But also now when we're there and I'm holding the things that she made back then, they are so amazingly precious, because that's a skill that, even though she's still here and cognizant and with us, a skill that can't be recreated now. And so I guess it's just not supposed to be sad, but I'm just trying to express how when you're younger, and when I was younger especially, and it was all of Mom's stuff all over the house all the time, and oh no, I don't want to go back into the fabric store, I hate going into the fabric store, Mom. When it was that, it was miserable to be surrounded by, like, miserable is a little, it was exaggeration, but I'm sure any of you who have crafty moms or scrapbook moms or those kinds of moms where it's like, I just want to go home, I don't want to go in Joann's for the next 4 hours. Please just know that someday the things that are going to be made from those trips where you're bored out of your mind, though maybe that was just the pre-smartphone era of being dragged through a store by your parent. Maybe if I had had like my Kindle the whole time, I would have just sat down in the button aisle, which was my favorite, and spent forever reading my Kindle. So maybe you younger people don't know how good you have it when your mom drags you into Joann's, or your dad drags you into Joann's, or whoever you're with. But I guess these are all just these special memories kind of bubbling to the surface, and I'm really happy because even in the cases where, like I do mention, yeah, my mom can't walk anymore, my dad's actually been transforming the house into the Winter Wonderland behind her back as a secret, because she can't leave the bedroom without help, and so he has been for the last couple of weeks, and she's been too weak to get out of bed. So he's been for the last couple of weeks transforming the whole house into a Winter Wonderland, since she's probably not going to be able to leave the house other than maybe the doctors this month. So she can see it and she can come out and feel like the whole place is transformed. So when we go over later today, hopefully I can start sharing some of that, some of the transformation that my father has created for his wife, out of representation of love and out of trying to be super creative for transforming a home with the resources he had at hand into something special for her to explore, like a little theme park for her to explore, where everything that he's decorated it with is stuff that she has made and stuff that her mother made and her grandmother made, and things that they have collected over the years, things that their children made. And I just appreciate that in him a lot. He doesn't have a lot to work with, and just to see the way that he takes care of her and the way that he works so hard to think outside the box with limited resources to make this life still something that my mom can find beautiful and hopefully be amazed by in the same space. It's fantastic. And I don't talk about my parents very openly often because it's their story, you know what I mean? But man, sometimes I just want to shout at the world for how unfair things have been to my mother, for her illness and lupus and all of the things that have happened to her. And sometimes I just want to be like, shout from the rooftops over how amazing my father has been, rising to all of the challenges that comes with. So that's all I'll say about that. I'm going to focus on the fun twinkling aspects of what they've been up to. I have to say the house looks great, and there's so many succulents over there and so many little treasures. I'm probably going to spend the next few days, if you guys think my home is like a whole bunch of little treasures, let's just say every time I visit my parents I remember where I get my slight tendency to kind of clutter up my house, well, my office. Chips and I have an agreement. If it's in the office, it's fine. But outside the office, we're much more minimalist than what you would ever guess based on what's in the office. But yeah, so we're gonna go see my parents' Winter Wonderland, and I will also be spending the next few days while we visit with them searching for little treasures. And we'll also be visiting with my friends a lot, so you might see this room quite a bit since we're staying here, which they were very kind to allow us to do. And we're gonna carry on with searching for twinkling things and feeling better. I'm so glad I don't feel so sick, with letting the magic begin. So let's go ahead and get started, because I think it's almost time to go over to my parents, which Oh, I'm so excited to see what my dad has done. He's been working so hard on making this beautiful Winter Wonderland. Oh, we need to open 2 days because I was so sick yesterday. I couldn't even open my advent calendar. I couldn't even roll over to open my advent calendar. I basically just woke up to take the medicine and the food that Chips brought me, and then I had PhD Simmer playing. I couldn't even open my eyes to watch the screen. I was so sick. So I had PhD Simmer on my laptop, and I just put on her playlist for her Seasons Let's Play and put my earphones in, and every time the video would end, I would feel like I had some comfort, like a bedside comfort. So once again, thank you to PhD Simmer for your great work. All right, so let the magic begin with day 16. And this would have been yesterday. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up. I was like, what is that? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. That's cute. Okay, so it's like going on an adventure. Check that out, you guys. Stickers for a little adventure. That is so cheerful. That is cute. That is cute. And I could totally, I was just thinking I don't have any stickers that have good biking stickers for days when I get to my biking abilities. And gosh, I do miss my routines. I can definitely feel my desire to be biking and playing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp lately. But we're gonna search for twinkling things. I'm not gonna get caught up in how my routines have shifted. And then we're on day 17. Look at that little reef. Oh, that's gonna be so fun to add in. And I can hear all the boys laughing, so I need to hurry. All right, go. Day 17. Today's stickers are, oh, that's beautiful. That's perfect. That's perfect for going and finding the twinkling, beautiful things in the Winter Wonderland that my dad has made. This will be fantastic for the Joy Journal. What you doing, Thursday? What you doing? Yeah. Oh, pet the kitty. Pet the kitty, he says. You're so shy normally. But you're coming to say hello? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I think these rabbits are fabulous. Look at these skinny rabbits.
What are you doing? Those are pretty. What are you doing? Oh!
You're gonna rub them. You're taking a video?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, Thursday.
Sweet boy.
With your tiny little tail.